Hey YouTube, so after profiling a black man on his own property, this dumb white bitch can't seem to understand why he and his family won't accept her fake ass apology. She also doesn't understand why she's rightfully getting so much backlash on social media. People are dragging her in her comments, they're airing out her business, and she had to private her pages. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the video.
What's going on? Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do?
Papa.
I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that.
So what are you doing here?
Rory, come on. Rory, come on.
Hey.
Did someone come here?
That was my wife. Somebody chased her up here. And she had the kids.
Who chased her?
She said somebody in
There
the
was a
silver
guy in
truck.
a gray truck, and he came around the corner, and
I don't know if you guys have a
I was in the street, and so I come up, and I just have my kids, and so I'm like gonna pretend that I'm coming home, and so I pull up and I start walking to your back gate, and he stops here and he goes, "Are you looking for someone?" I said, "Nope," and then he sat here, and I was like, "I need to get in."
Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here. Yeah. He lives here. So he came in and he said there was a lady screaming, and I'm like, that's...
She got all worried that she said,
Scared the crap out of me.
How?
I'm so sorry.
How did he scare you, though?
I just seen her in the driveway and I was like, are you looking for somebody? Because I was pulling up out
And I
home.
saw someone walking in our driveway, too, and I'm like, why is someone walking in our driveway?
Well, I'm sorry.
all right, sorry.
What?
I don't.
She said that someone was following her. So you were walking from there?
You came this way, didn't you?
No, I came down this street right here.
Yeah.
And I was riding slow because I'm looking at our Christmas lights.
Well, you just have to understand my point of view. Being by myself with two kids, I just saw a car coming, and so I was like, oh, it scared me, and so I just pulled up here, and I kept thinking, this could be his house. But you didn't say, this is my home. You just said, are you looking? And I was like,
I did. When you was on the porch, you asked me, did I live here? I said, yeah.
And you said, no, you don't.
And you said, I don't think you do.
It was obviously, you could tell that I was really caught off guard.
Like, I'm pulling in my... It's like I'm pulling in my house. Like, this is not... This neighborhood is probably one of the best neighborhoods in Ohio. You don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Well, I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
I really hope that you're not upset with me.
Come on, baby, go in the house. Let's go.
You told me that I didn't. You said you didn't think I lived here.
It was
That,
the way that you were talking. I was so caught off guard. I'm so sorry.
All right, so y'all saw the video of the altercation or the situation. She decided to make an apology video. I'm going to show y'all some of that here.
It was dark. I had my kids. You're talking to me. You're continuing to talk to me. Now you're backing in this driveway. And then I asked if it was his house. And he said, yeah. I didn't believe it at that point. This was getting so awkward. I just continued to feel like I was getting pursued more and more. It had nothing to do with the color of his skin. He could have been purple, orange, whatever. He was a man in a truck pursuing me. The tone of his voice was not welcoming or comforting at all. And so, yes, I panicked. Did I overreact? I don't think so.
One thing that I cannot stand are white woman tears. They literally irk my fucking nerves. Watching that video of her cry, I felt nothing but frustration, and I was just annoyed. She's obviously fake crying. She's obviously trying to force these emotions out of herself. There's a longer video of her apology. She went on to say that, you know, she apologized at the time to them directly. We can see it on video. She said that she also apologized on their community Facebook group. And she's a so-called apologizing on this fake ass apology video where she's fake crying. She also said that at one point in her life when she was a kid, apparently someone broke in their house. And I guess she's trying to use that to justify profiling this man at his own house. Here's my thing. The reason why no one is accepting your apology, bitch, is because your apology is not sincere. A real apology requires for you to take ownership and full accountability for what the fuck you did. Here you are in this video trying to justify your actions, almost like blaming him for the reason why you acted the way that you did. And then to say you didn't overreact. You're telling me that after hearing his point of view, after watching that video, you don't think you overreacted? An apology requires for you to take full accountability and ownership for what you did. It also requires you to have some fucking empathy and compassion for the person that you hurt. It requires for you to look inward to see what you could have done differently to not hurt that other person. And once you've taken full accountability, once you've empathized with the person that you hurt, and once you acknowledge that your actions could have had some very bad consequences, that's when you make a real apology, bitch. Several things pissed me off in the video. So I know, so for those of you who don't understand, basically this bitch who's so fucking scared of her neighborhood, right? For some reason, she's walking in the middle of the street with two small children. It's dark outside, okay? So as this bitch is walking in the middle of the street with her two kids after dark, this man is slowly driving up to his home, to his driveway. He said the reason why he was driving slowly is because he was admiring his Christmas lights, okay? So while this man is slowly driving home, this bitch thinks that this man is just eyeing her and her kids up and down. She thinks that this man is just so fucking focused on her. So she decides to run up to a house that she does not belong to her. The house just so happens to be his house, okay? So the bitch runs up to this house that does not belong to her. She rings the doorbell. And at this house, the man who lives there, he asked her, he said, "Are you looking for somebody?" She says, "Nope." And then she asks him, "Do you live here?" And he said, "Yes." Then this bitch gonna say, "I don't believe you." So she decided to run off behind this man's gate, screaming, "Help, help." And then later on, we found out that she told her husband that this man was chasing her. And you gonna tell me this bitch didn't overreact? The reason why this pisses me off so badly, it's for two reasons. Number one, when white bitches do shit like this, innocent people get killed. And it's never the white bitch that gets killed. It's the person that they lied on. It's the person that didn't do shit to them that gets killed or injured. Everyone's bringing up Emmett Till, but there was a case just a few years ago. A black boy, a teenage black boy, was missed the bus, so he walked up to a house for instructions on how to walk to his school, right? A white bitch answers the door. Mind you, this is a teenager. Y'all can go look this up. This teenage boy rings the doorbell. He has on a backpack. He's clearly a kid, right? So the white bitch opens the door. Soon as she saw it was a black kid, she's screaming bloody murder. Ah! The way this bitch screamed in the video, that's exactly how this white bitch screamed when she opened her door and saw a black boy, right? So because she screamed so fucking loud, it sounded like someone was hurting her. It sounded like she was in danger. So of course her husband went into protection mode, and the boy started to run away from the house, and the husband comes out shooting at the little boy. Thank goodness the boy didn't die, but the husband ended up going to jail trying to protect his dumbass wife when she didn't even need to be protected. White women know that their tears, their fake ass tears, and their fake ass screams of terror get people killed. That man ran down that house. He came with his underwear on, trying to protect his wife, because the way she was screaming, he thought his wife was in danger. Any man is going to protect his woman. But when his woman is some dumb paranoid bitch overreacting over bullshit, innocent people get killed. So in that particular case, I feel like instead of the husband getting convicted, it should have been a wife. But I digress. Let's get back to this point right here. Too many people have been killed, wrongfully imprisoned, or seriously harmed because of bitches like this who lie, who overreact, who don't mind their business, who don't do what they're supposed to do. My thing is this. Yes, people are saying that, oh, she was probably genuinely scared. You know, it's nighttime. You know, women and kids are being kidnapped and abducted and sex trafficked. I get that completely. And for that reason alone, I'm not taking my ass outside by myself after dark. If you're that fucking scared, you shouldn't have been outside in the first place by yourself, especially let alone with your two kids. If you think the world is that dangerous that somebody could come out and kidnap your ass, why would you bring your kids out there with you? Yes, you should have the freedom to go out at night. But the difference between this bitch and the rest of us is that we're not going to hold society accountable for our personal fears and our personal paranoias. This is clearly a paranoid bitch. And instead of dealing with her paranoia, instead of getting the help she needs to heal herself, instead of, I don't know, taking precautions a different way, she thinks the rest of society is just supposed to conform to her view of the world. Did you hear what the bitch said? You have to look at it from my point of view. Bitch, you're at his house. What you mean he got to look at it from your point of view? Bitch, you're at his house. And you gonna say, oh, well, you didn't say, oh, well, I live here. This man is not required to fucking announce himself on his property. If anybody should have been announcing themselves, bitch, it should have been you. Why the fuck are you at my house, bitch? Why are you ringing my doorbell, bitch? I don't know you. You at my house telling me that I should have announced myself to justify why I'm pulling up in my fucking driveway when you a fucking stranger trespassing on my motherfucking property? It's the entitlement of white women. It's their fucking entitlement. The audacity for you to tell him he should see it from your point of view. Bitch, you're outside in public on property that does not belong to you. Don't nobody's got to see shit from your point of view, because at the end of the day, you're not the victim here. He's the victim. And what's fucked up is that not only did she traumatize her own kids, she could have potentially traumatized this man's kids. Imagine if her husband came out with his gun swinging, ready to shoot, like that other situation. Because this bitch is screaming, help me! Lying, saying somebody was chased her. Bitch, did nobody chase your dumb ass? If you that fucking paranoid to the point where you cannot function in society, you need to keep your ass in the fucking house. If you know you got issues, if you know you got trauma to the point where you're that fucking scared to be outside past a certain time, keep your ass in the fucking house, bitch. The rest of the world is not going to bend over backwards to accommodate your stupid ass. This is why when it comes to white women, I understand we have to believe all victims, but when it comes to white women, I will never believe a white bitch until I get all of the facts, because these bitches lie too much. They overreact too much. And then when they get caught out on their bullshit, they want to act confused and like victims. Bitch, you're not a victim. I know there are very dangerous people out there, but not all people are dangerous. If you're that paranoid, you need to get help to heal your paranoia, or you need to keep your ass in the fucking house until you get that shit dealt with, because the rest of the society shouldn't have to deal with that shit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm paranoid as well. I've been traumatized as well, but you don't see me going out past a certain time expecting everyone to behave how I want them to behave. Why the fuck were you out that late with 2 small kids anyway? Your poor kids probably thought their lives was in danger. And then his kids, what if, like I said, what if your husband would have came out with a gun? What if you called the police and the police would have came out ready to shoot this man in front of his kids? Then what, bitch? You gonna say you didn't overreact? All you have to do was say, listen, I profiled you. I prejudged you. I thought the worst of you. I'm sorry. Moving forward, I will work on making better decisions going forward. I will handle my own fears and my own trauma, and I will not make that the rest of society's problem. I understand that what I did could have led to some very bad consequences, and for that, I'm sorry. That's all this bitch had to say. That's all she had to do was take accountability. We would have respected that more. I'm sure that man would have respected that more if you would have just came out and said, look, yes, I prejudged you. Yes, I thought the worst of you. Yes, I assumed that you were out to get me because you're a man and because you look the way you look. Then the bitch said the way he spoke to her wasn't welcoming. You see how these white bitches want you to perform for them? They want you to be overly cheerful and overly animated to make these bitches feel comfortable. That's what I'm saying. It's the fucking entitlement. They think the world revolves around them. They think that everybody's supposed to act in a certain way to please them and make them comfortable. Bitch, who the fuck are you? For me to put on a fucking show for you, bitch, at my fucking house. The fucking audacity of these bitches. I'm sick of these white bitches. And then they want to start fake crying. I don't feel nothing when a white bitch cry. I don't feel nothing. And then it'd be fake crying at that. I had to make all my pages private. I don't give a fuck, bitch. At the end of the day, I think we should bring back shame. We need to start bringing back shame. I don't care if we're shaming women. I don't care if we're shaming gay people. I don't care if we're shaming elderly or religious people. I don't care if we're shaming foreigners. I don't care if we're shaming conservatives. I don't care if we're shaming liberals. We need to bring back shame. Because when we constantly give people passes who do dumb shit like this, people end up dead. People end up injured. People end up incarcerated wrongfully. We are enabling this dumbass behavior. And I'm not telling women not to be vigilant. I'm not telling women not to, protect yourself. I'm not saying that at all. But once you realized you were wrong, you should have given a real apology. Not constantly trying to justify why you did what you did. What you did was wrong. You found out you were wrong, right? You found out that you were wrong. So there is no justification after that. You need to just come out and say, yes, I profiled you because I'm a paranoid bitch. I'm scared of getting raped or trafficked or robbed. I'm sorry. I thought that you were a bad person. I thought you were threatening. You felt threatening to me. I apologize for that. I'm going to work on that going forward. That's all you had to say, bitch. But no, you want to come on the internet and act like you're a fucking victim when you're not. I'm so tired of these bitches. Like, I'm so sick of them. And obviously, it's not all white women. But the same thing I say about certain men. It's not all men, but it's enough men. Same way, it's not all white women, but it's enough white women. We have seen this play out enough times to stop taking this shit so lightly. These bitches are getting people killed. Like that one white bitch, she was a cop. She walked up to the wrong fucking apartment, went into the wrong fucking apartment and killed a man. Because she thought she was in her apartment and that he intruded when he was in his own fucking house. Something's wrong with these white bitches. Something's wrong with them. I don't know if these bitches are on drugs. I don't know what medication they're taking. I don't know what's wrong with these white bitches. But this shit happens too often. Nobody was thinking about you, bitch. That man was trying to look at the lights on his house. He was pulling up to his house. You talk about why is he talking to you, bitch? You're on his property, hoe. He got every reason to question you. Why the fuck are you at my house, bitch? That's why your apology was fake, because you still trying to justify your point of view when your point of view is wrong. Bitch, you were on his property. You found out you were on his property. You found out he wasn't a dangerous man, but you still trying to make it make sense. It don't make sense at all, bitch. You look stupid. And I feel sorry for your kids. And these kids gonna grow up to be just like her dumb ass. So, yes, you deserve to be trolled on the internet. You deserve to be bullied. You deserve to be called a dumb white bitch. You deserve to be accused. I mean, people are calling her a racist. People are saying that she almost got that man killed. You deserve all of those allegations, bitch. You deserve all of it. Let's bring back Shane. Let's start cussing these people out again. Let's start holding these dumbass people accountable. It is what it is.